Hey everybody, it's Andrea Martz, and I don't know what kind of video we're making today. We're just going to wing it. Today I have my friend Yesenia. Say hi, girl.
Hi.
And she's also a trans woman. So we're gonna be talking about some personal stuff that we both have went through, just to let everybody know that even though there are other trans women, trans sisters, trans friends who are in different cities or states or countries, we all should love each other. We should all help each other. And you know, we're all the same, but we've went through different things to get where we are today. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And I don't want to ramble on. I got my little diet Snapple tea, delicious. So here we go. So if you want to introduce yourself, go ahead, girl.
Well, hello. My name is Yesenia, and I live in Miami, Florida. I'm not going to tell you my age because that's something I just won't do. But I am transgender. I am transgender. And I'm just going to go over like my experience, just my personal experience and what I went through, and hopefully maybe you guys can relate and see how it goes from there.
I always feel like when more experienced trans women talk about the struggles that they went through and talk about how it was like for them, I feel like people can learn. You know, we're all different, but we can learn from each other. So
Exactly.
when was like your awakening, when you found out, hey, maybe something is different here? Maybe, you know, when did you know that you were trans?
Personally for me, like when I found out, like, you know, how I was trans, like, or something that was different about me, I kind of knew in a sense since I was like very, very young that, you know, I would say probably like as the age of 5 that I can remember that, you know, I was different, that I wasn't normal, so to say. So I basically, you know, grew up my whole life as very flamboyant, very girly, very feminine, and I just grew in that sense. And being called gay was a big old no-no for me because I was raised in a household where that probably wasn't okay, but my mother was always very lenient on that, so she really didn't care much, so it wasn't really big of an issue for her for me to be who I wanted to be. But being called out on it was kind of like, okay, I have to hide myself, like I can't be who I want to be, and that kind of like closed me off a little bit from the world and from a lot of people. And I feel like a lot of people can relate in that sense because we've all been through that situation where like we can't be who we want to be because we're always getting constantly judged. So that's how I felt in a sense. And as time progressed for myself, I kind of like, you know, grew into my comfortability at age 18. And then that's when I thought it was okay to be who I wanted to be, but it still wasn't me.
It's kind of like having two coming outs. You come out to yourself first, and then you come out to the world. So you kind of have two birth dates, or 3 if you count your real birthday. I'm just going off a little bit topic here, but it's crazy because you find out at one age, and then the next step is, how long do I keep this a secret?
Yeah.
Now, I think telling your friends is cool and everything, but when it comes to your family, that's where it scares people.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like a lot of people tend to get scared because of that, because they don't know of what's going to happen.
Right.
Like, the first thing on your mind for me, for my personal experience, is like, oh crap, I'm gonna get kicked out, or this person's not gonna love me and they're gonna disown me, and that's what I didn't want. So like, you know, a lot of people tend to have that closed mindset where they just, you know, put that shell and they just like kind of like close up and don't say anything.
When one thing with trans people is when you refer to yourself as I used to be a boy, or because when I was younger I was a boy. So I'm going to use those words, and I don't mean to offend anybody. But when I was a little boy, I fully knew, I was aware I was a boy. I loved boy toys. I also liked girl toys. But I didn't know when I was little that I wanted to be a girl. I knew I was a boy, and that's that. But I did know I was gay. At around 5 years old, I knew I was gay. And then I would say around 12 years old is when I realized something was different and I wanted to be a girl. And I would slowly dress up behind my parents' back, and I would wear makeup at friends' houses and stuff like that. It wasn't till I was 15 that I said, I am done. I am tired. I could not live my life as a boy anymore. I've gotten comfortable with wearing makeup, you know, behind my parents' back and everything. But 15 is when I came out, and because I was tired and I couldn't live my life anymore. I felt like I was being fake, and I don't know. I have a real big thing about being fake. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, I can relate a lot to that, like growing up when I was little. And like for me personally, like my experience too was like, you know, I've always leaned more towards the feminine things. And, you know, like I was saying, like, you know, I was raised in a household where it was like kind of like, you know, wrong to be a certain way. But, you know, once you grow up and you figure out yourself, and like that whole coming out concept and whole thing comes about, like once you're your true self and once you feel like, you know, you are comfortable in your skin, that's when it all just comes together. And it makes sense. And then like it's good to have like that, at least like one true friend, or at least one good family member
Me? No.
to, you know, kind of share that with, because it does get hard. It is hard when you're transitioning, and knowing the fact that, you know, you don't have anyone, it kind of does make you feel lonely, and it makes you feel like, you know, no one's there to support you, and you feel like you're all alone. You're battling this all by yourself, and it's a scary thing. But then again, that builds you as a strong person and shows you a lot of things.
Coming, like, you have to find somebody that you can trust to tell your secret to. Somebody like her, like Yesenia. If I would have known Yesenia, oh my God, back in my day, life would have been so much easier. We've learned from each other growing up. Like, we've known each other for years. But what I say is really truly find somebody that you can trust, that's going to keep the secret, and somebody that you can grow with. I had a best friend. I knew her forever, but we're not friends anymore. So it was crazy because she wanted to be a trans man and I wanted to be a trans woman. But when we met, I was just a gay boy and she was just a lesbian. And we kind of grew up and did our own thing and did that. We separated, but I know she's doing good. Hey, Tiffany, if you're out there, Tiffany Dubois. Isn't that a good name? That was her name. But yeah, and then she kind of helped me to tell my parents. I helped her come out. She helped me come out. It was lovely. Okay, so like I said, I don't really know where this video is going, so it's just going to be a video of random information from one trans girl to another and to you. Okay, let me ask you one thing, Yesenia. What is the one, okay, I'm so blabbermouth right now. What is the one thing you could tell little Yesenia coming out? Like, what is the advice you could tell little Yesenia the day you found out you were trans and the day you took action upon it?
I would tell myself, be confident, be you, don't listen to anyone because people are very hurtful and hateful, and continue to push to be you because you will be happy in the long run when you do so. And keep your head up and don't take shit from no one.
I love that. That's beautiful. I'm getting emotional.
So what would you tell yourself? The same question applies.
I would tell myself, slow down. I felt like I had to rush everything. I would tell myself, slow down, take your time. That time truly does make perfect. Practice makes perfect. I wanted to be the best at the best of the best. With thinking like I couldn't do the work to get there. I wanted to just one day wake up and just everything be perfect and beautiful and stuff like that. And I would just tell myself, be smart. Just be smart. And I don't know. I would say take care of yourself first.
And I guess like me personally, like what I can talk about with like my personal experience growing up, like, you know, just like a little small, like quick briefness on my story. I would say when I was very young, you know, I always knew who I was, and I was different. I was very little. I always wanted to be a girl. Always wanted to be a girl. I am, but I was in the wrong skin, and I didn't feel comfortable in it as a biologically born male. So I kind of, you know, took me a long while to figure out who I was, and you know, I came out as gay in high school, and that was in my senior year. So I went about for that for about 2, 3, 4 years, and it just still wasn't me. I just still felt something was wrong, like something was missing. I just didn't know what it was. So when I would club around with some friends, go partying, and I saw this like performer, like what we all know is a drag queen. But this person particularly was not a drag queen. This person had breasts. This person looked very feminine, but in a dramatic, overly done way, not to offend anyone, but you know, it was more enhanced than what you would normally see. I take that back. I can't normalize things because that's just society speaking, and I can't go by that. So edit that shit out, girl. I would say watching someone perform and seeing what I saw on that stage kind of like flipped a switch for me. Like, wow, how did she get like that? Like, what kind of person is that? And then I leaned towards my friend to ask him, you know, who was that person? And he said that was someone who was transgender. So I kind of, ever since that day, took 2, 3 years to figure out what it was. When I was like 21, 22, around there, 23, I kind of dabbled in the whole drag and with my whole makeup and, you know, figuring out what look and what styles and what makeup look, what was me and my aesthetic. And it kind of helped me be who I wanted to be. And I met a friend who was trans and who till this day still is my friend. I call her my trans mother. She is very dear to me. Her name is also my name, Yesenia.
See, that's how you know it's true. because she had such an inspiration to you. Like, she inspired you that much that you became a junior.
It's funny because like how the name came about, to go off topic there, like my mom always is gonna call me Yesenia, so I kind of took that upon myself. It's like, okay, let me just, you know, give my mom the daughter she always wanted. And that's when, like, a few years later, I always went through that name, but I met someone along the same name with me, and I was like, oh, cool, you know, this is really, really cool. So she basically took me under her wing and was like, look, this is what you need to do, blah, 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 blah. And she was very inspirational, and I literally look up to her a lot. She's like a second mother to me, and she really has made me who I am today. She's built me to who I am today, and I thank her for that. And, you know, that's some experiences, you know. But after a few years of on hormones, I really, really found my true self through the long run, and I'm so glad I am who I am today because of my experiences and because of the people I've met. And going along, meeting friends like Andrea really opens your eyes, because, you know, if you guys have like one good friend or even like a family member that helps support you,
It's truly a blessing.
that is, yeah, exactly, it's truly a blessing. And to be honest, like I was saying, you know, it does get a little hard, because if you don't have a support system, sometimes it just gets a little lonely, it just gets a little, you know, sad. But, you know, you will have, if you have that one friend or that one somebody that can, like, you can talk to and give advice, yeah, it really helps. And a lot of, like, you know, people need that in their life to get through. And it's fine if you don't have one, but, you know, you get through it yourself. It's fine. You know, it's totally fine. And you're not alone, because, you know, like, and I'll give you an example. Me and Andrea, like I was saying, you know, it just got a little hard, because if you don't have a support system, sometimes it just gets a little lonely. It just gets a little, you know, sad. But, you know, you will have, if you have that one friend or that one somebody that can, like,
To give you
talk
that,
to and
give you that
give
push.
advice, yeah, it really helps. And a lot of, like, you know, people need that in their life to
Awesome.
get through. And it's fine if you don't have one, but,
It's fine.
you know, you get through it yourself. It's fine. You know, it's totally fine. And you're not alone, because, you know, like, and I'll give you an example. Me and Andrea, girls like us, the game can be very catty. It can be very shady. It can be very evil, conniving. And to find true people like her, to find true people like Andrea, like, you know, people that don't have bad intention, don't have, you know, a single evil bone in their body, a mean streak or a envious streak, or just something that they think that they're jealous of you. It's like, it's hard to find, because, like, a lot of people, like genuine people like Andrea, it's hard to find. And, you know, I'm not saying, like, you know, all of them are like that, but, you know, you will find some mean ones and you will find some genuine ones. So it's like, you know, as you know, trans girls, we need to stick together. We really need to, like, work on not being catty or diva-ish or jealous or whatever the case is, and really help each other out, because at the end of the day, we're in the same boat.
True. So, I don't mean to cut you off, girl, but this video is going to be super, super long. I'm still going to talk, but I just want to say something real quick. I guess what we're trying to say, the advice of the day is find that good friend. And now what I've learned from, because like Yesenia was saying, not all friends are good friends. Some of them are disguised. They're like wanting to be your friend so that way they, or it'd be, I don't know, I'm not gonna get into it. The advice of the day is find that one friend, and you'll find out over time. Trust your instincts, and your instincts will always choose what's best for you. So over the long run, your friends will fade away, the bad ones, and the ones that stayed longer and helped, and you'll know your friends. I just want to say thank you so much for watching my video. We kind of did interview with my best friend Yesenia, and I'm going to continue interviewing other trans women. I have more friends who are completely different, look different, sound different, different stages of their transitions, and I just want to share my friends with my new friends that I'm making here online. Also, Yesenia does very beautiful, beautiful makeup. She works doing makeup, so you know she's good. I'm gonna put her Facebook down below, and you want to shout out on your Instagram?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna put her Instagram down below as well, where you can talk to her and add me. So all that information is gonna be below. We're friends. We all have to get along. We all have to just be patient. I don't know.
It's all about empowerment.
Right.
Supporting each other.
So that was introducing you to my best friend, and hopefully she could be your best friend too. I don't know, I guess that's it. And if you want to see more videos of Yesenia, of course let me know down below, and it will probably encourage me to call her a little bit more often. So thank you so much. Now, is there anything you want to say closing this first part of the video?
Yes. Y'all better like, y'all better comment, y'all better share and subscribe to Andrea's channel, because if y'all don't, I will be down in the comment section reading each and every single one of you. Just kidding.
No, she's not. I'm gonna make a fake account so that way I can personally cuss all the haters. And so anyways, what I wanted to say, I'm recording. Look at her, she's up here taking her hormones and her underwear. What I'm trying to do here is interview other trans women who are going through different stages of their transitions. Transitions? Did I say that right? I don't know. Transition. I just want to let you guys know and see, because I know people are going to say, why would you put all your business out there on the internet? Well, that's because I want you guys to see we did it, so can you. We're here. We're alive. We are who we are today because we fought, because we had to go through caca. You know what I mean?
A lot of caca.
A lot of caca. So we're here, we're still doing it, we're decent looking, and yeah, join me. Love you guys. Bye.